Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Moody Gamer 95. Guys, we are back again with another video. This might not be a long video, but I do want to get on here and talk about something that has just happened the other day actually. So yesterday I was just online and I got tipped off to someone else in a Facebook group chat that I'm in, and they showed that Nintendo was holding surveys talking about the Nintendo Switch game key cards. And that immediately piqued my interest. And so the other day I took the survey. I took the survey of whatever Nintendo was talking about, and actually they had quite a bit of questions. And so I just wanted to make this video to kind of tell you guys what was going on in case you missed it, in case you didn't see it. So basically what's going on is Nintendo, they're wondering what people think about Nintendo game key cards, about the game key cards. And you know, it's no secret that the majority of consumers out here do not like the game key cards. They have no interest in game key cards. You know, I would say the majority, that's what it looks like. I'm not sure about the exact numbers or whatever, but it seems like the majority of the people don't really receive the game key cards quite well. And to be honest, I'm not too sure about it myself. I'm not really too strong on either opinion, to be honest. And to quite, you know, I don't know, I don't really feel the game key cards that much, but I don't really know too much about it. You know, I saw the game key cards, I was like, okay, I'm not quite sure how this works, so I just haven't really bothered to really do much research into it. But I know that, you know, as far as having like physical games, people don't seem to like it, you know. And I don't know, and people, but what I do understand, mostly what I'm kind of on the side for, is I don't really like buying a physical game and then having it just be a download code. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that at all. When I buy a game, I want to own the game. I want to have the game, you know. And so this kind of goes more into, you know, the digital versus physical media. We all know that we're, you know, the future seems like it's heading into this all digital age, right? And physical media is becoming a thing of the past. And you know, for me, you know, because I owned the Wii U, you know, when I was so happy to have it because I owned the games that I had on the Wii U. They were mine. I bought them, I paid for them, and I owned it. And now, you know, anyway, I don't know, I'm probably going on a whole different topic here, but anyway, the surveys, guys. I took the Nintendo survey the other day, and they were asking questions about like, what do you think of the Nintendo game key cards? They're asking questions about like, you know, if you were to buy a physical game or a digital game, what would what would you choose? What are the chances of you choosing one or the other, right? So it seems like Nintendo is just really curious about what consumers think about the overall game key cards. They're kind of trying to get more information on digital games. Like, what do people think about buying digital games? Would you prefer to buy a physical game in store, or would you or are you okay with getting a download code in the box, you know, from a physical store? And so yeah, I don't know if they're still online doing it. You guys can check on the Nintendo website on Nintendo.com, or, you know, just check on Nintendo's website and see if they still have the survey online. I think people were saying that it was gone now. I'm not too sure how long they're going to be doing the survey, but I was kind of glad that I did, so that I can kind of just get some information to tell you guys. And yeah, so I think right now this is the chance for the people who are not a fan of the game key cards, for you guys to voice your opinions. Okay, I think Nintendo, you know, wants to know what do the consumers think about that. Now, I can't really speak for, you know, people who solely play Nintendo. You know, I think that if you own a Switch or Switch 2, you probably want to play mostly Nintendo games. I don't think Nintendo games, we're going to be seeing those on game key cards. You know, Nintendo just has a way of optimizing their games like crazy, right? They just know how to make them fit, you know. But as far as third party goes, and I'm really hoping Nintendo fans like myself would buy more third parties. I love third parties. I want to play more. And so you know, how do you want to buy your games? How do you want to own your games? Do you want to own your games? Would you want to go to the store and get a download code, or do you want to have the physical cartridge, the physical copy, you know? And honestly, I'm like I said, I'm the type of person who's kind of going all digital. That's just me. I do like physical media. I'm not against physical media at all, but you know, I don't really trade my games, or nor do I sell my games that often, you know. And I don't really let people borrow them too much, you know, but that's just me, okay, you know. And I kind of like the I kind of like the virtual game cards, only that I can allow people to borrow my game temporarily. I think they have it for like 15 days. You can digitally borrow my game, you know, but you got to link the console up first. And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to get online and just share this information with you guys. It's nothing super important, nothing super big, but yeah, just for those of the people who have been complaining about game key cards, I think now is the right time to really complain, you know, because I know a lot of consumers are going to try to vote with their wallets, but honestly, it's not really going to help, you know, when it comes to third parties on Nintendo consoles. You know, I've been through the Wii U drought. I was there. I had the Wii U through the whole thing. You know, third party was just, you know, it wasn't that good. Even the first party was really slow. And so, you know, just to have the Switch and the Switch knock it out of the park, you know, the third parties are looking at Nintendo like, okay, I think maybe it's safe to bring this game over. It's safe to bring these games over to Nintendo consoles again, you know. So we got Madden on Switch again. You know, we're seeing FIFA, of course. We're seeing WWE. You know, 2K is back out here. So, you know, and Street Fighter 6. You know, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is coming. You know, all these other games that that usually would go to like PlayStation or Xbox. You know, they're slowly testing the waters out with Nintendo, and so. Yeah, I'm just hoping that third parties will sell well in Nintendo. I hope that the game key cards wouldn't be something that would stop third parties from selling on Nintendo. So, but yeah, those are just my thoughts. This is my opinion. I'm gonna buy my games virtually. That's what I do. I'm gonna buy the micro SD card. And they actually asked you about that as well in the survey. They asked you like, did you buy an SD card for your Switch? You know, would you rather buy the SD card? And so, yeah, I just think these are all important things for us to take note of, and I think that it's kind of cool that Nintendo is interested, although I'm not too sure how interested they really are just yet. I mean, they're still a company, they're a business, they're trying to make money, right? But yeah, guys, those are just my thoughts overall. What do you guys think about this video? What do you guys think about the Nintendo survey? Did you guys take the survey? What did you think about the survey? Do you guys prefer physical media? Do you prefer digital media, or it doesn't matter to you at all, honestly? And yeah, I hope you guys will just, leave a like on this video if you guys are interested. Hit the subscribe button. It'll really help this channel a lot. I thank you guys so much again for, just hanging out with me. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.